Good morning, one and all present here. This is Amit Kumar Singh, and I like to welcome everyone for our MS Excel class. This is the training session of day ninth, and this is session number one. Okay, so far, guys, in MS Excel, we have discussed about the way the MS Excel works. We have discussed how we can navigate through MS Excel, how we can learn important commands which are important to function on MS Excel. Okay, that start from very basic command of uh, how to write the current time and current date, and then to that from that we have discussed till VLOOKUP. In VLOOKUP, we have discussed all forms of VLOOKUP. In today class, we're going to discuss double VLOOKUP, triple VLOOKUP, reverse VLOOKUP, repetitive VLOOKUP. So we're going to discuss all these concepts, guys. So all these concepts, what we have done very minute to minute discussion on very basic function to very advanced functions on MS Excel. So from basic to advanced, we have covered everything, including Visual Basic for application. We have learned working on writing programs under Visual Basic for application, simple programs like to say good morning to everyone who log in or who open the MS Excel sheet, to anyone who want to make any changes in the program which is being, although if maybe it's not there. So so we have discussed a varieties of of perspective on MS Excel. So when we talk about these perspectives of on MS Excel, ultimately they will gonna help us in our day to day life. Plus these perspective of MS Excel, what we have learned, that will definitely will help us to excel when we work in corporate. So that is the intention of undergoing this training. So let me start the training of today's by working an MS Excel file. So to open MS Excel file, I can press how I can press Excel by going to Window R. There are many ways you can open MS Excel. You can go to desktop, then you can do the right click on your desktop, and then you can find new. And under new, you can go and click on Excel, and then you can open Excel, or you can press Window, and there you can figure out where is Excel, going in alphabetical order from A to Z. Then you can click on Excel, or what you can do, go to run by pressing Window R, and then you can open Excel. So once you open MS Excel, once you once you open MS Excel, guys, so what you'll see, this is your this all together is called workbook, and this workbook is by default come with one sheet. Here you can see five sheet because probably I have made that customization. So I went to Alt F-T and I went to General, and there I can change customization, include as many sheets. Okay, I can change the office theme. Okay, so we can do a lot of things. We can go to advanced. We can impact direction. We can impact the movement of mouse, the way our mouse moves. Okay, so we can go and spend time on this. And the ribbons, we can customize our ribbon. We can customize our tab. Okay, so all that we can do. We can work on add-ins, certain add-ins which are not accessible in the current atmosphere. We can add them also, like solver, or maybe some other add-ins for data visualization. We can easily add them. So that way, this will make this Excel a complete package. Gradually, the add-ins are being worked on to give more functionalities to the MS Excel. Okay, so last class we were discussing about VLOOKUP. I hope you remember about what we have done about VLOOKUP. So when we talk about VLOOKUP, when we are discussing about VLOOKUP, so basically in the case of VLOOKUP, when we write VLOOKUP, in the case of VLOOKUP, the first thing Excel asks you is lookup value. So what value you are looking for? So they would be one value. Okay, and what we are looking for, we are looking for the other part of that value. There would be some missing characters from that value which we want to identify. Okay, maybe if there's a person is there, I want to know the address of the person. I want to know some details about that person. So the variable can be anything. We want to get to dig to know more about that variable. So the lookup value would be that variable from about whom we want to get the information. So that would be our lookup value, comma, table array. Table array, when we say table array basically means the table, the source data from where we can extract the answer of our problem. So they definitely will be source data, and that source data can give us the answer. So probably we don't know where the answer is there, but the source data can give us the answer. So the table array is that source data, which will definitely gonna give us the answer. Column index number. Column index number will be that column number where the answer is hidden. Okay, so we get the answer by the point which intersect the rows and column. So that would be your column index number. And then the last thing is basically range lookup. So when we click on range lookup, so range lookup is either 0 or either 1. It is either true or either false. It depends upon the value what you're looking for and the value what is given inside. So like, can do you want to follow exact match, or you are okay with approximate match? So that we do by under range lookup. So already I believe we have understood this. We have discussed about this VLOOKUP in yesterday class. Okay, and I believe you have done enough practice also from the yesterday videos. Everything I have uploaded in my YouTube channel, and I believe you have gone through them. And that way, it would have been a scenario where you would have understood everything. Now, if I talk about the another function very similar to VLOOKUP is the index function. So when we use index function open bracket, then the array index function, when you open the bracket, it will ask you array. Array means the sum of the data from where you want to pull the data. That is your array, comma row number. Okay, so row number. If row number means you give a row number, so which row number the data is there. Column number, which row, which column the data is there. So that you give, and the index will give you the answer. Okay, so index function we normally use in many scenario where we cannot use VLOOKUP, especially reverse VLOOKUP and all. So there we prefer by doing index function. Okay, guys. So we have discussed about this. Okay, so probably I believe you would be remembering that whenever we use VLOOKUP, then we need the third part here, a value which we called as the column index number. I hope you remember. First thing we have to determine is the lookup value. The second thing we have to determine is the table array. And the third thing which we need to determine is the column index number in the case of VLOOKUP. Similarly, when you use the function called index, similarly when you're using index function, when we're using, then we need something called row number, column number. So guys, whenever we have to determine row number or we have to determine column number, what we normally use to automate this function so that we can work on Excel, we don't have to manually fetch the data again and again. So what we normally use here, we normally are gonna use match function. Okay, so normally what we'll do, we're gonna use match function. So what this match function basically do? So this match function, okay, what this match function basically do? This match function will give us the row number or column number what we are required to work on VLOOKUP, okay, or in the index function. So I hope you could have understood till now. So we have discussed all this. We have discussed about all this in the session so far. Okay. So if I open the Excel file, okay, if I open the Excel file, so I can press Alt F4. Okay, I want to open this Excel workbook, so I'll write Y3. Then it is asking me a password. You know how to put a password row sheet wise and workbook wise. So you can put the password. Then what I want. So yesterday we have discussed about VLOOKUP. So yesterday I gave you a scenario like this is the data, like you know that there's a product called Alice mutton which is being consumed by a lot of consumer customers. Okay, so then there's one product is Alice mutton, then there's another product called NEC syrup. Okay, then there's another product called Boston crab meat. Then you have a camembert parrot, Chef Anton, Kazon seasoning, then Goguza Terino. So there are a lot of products like this you have. Okay, so you can see the lot of products you have. Okay, so you can see these are the products. Then these products are consumed by different customers. Okay, and these are the quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four, the sales figure made by them. So you can investigate if you want to know more about these products and customer, you can go down and you can investigate more about them. Okay, we can do that part. I believe you have seen this report very well in the past. So I want to work on VLOOKUP on this set of data. But here you know that on repetitive data, working on VLOOKUP would be difficult thing, guys. So repetitive data, finding VLOOKUP it's a little bit painful exercise. Although I'll show you how to work on VLOOKUP on repetitive data, we'll do that in future. But for the time being, what I'll do, I'll consolidate all these customers. We have the we have this product names. So the same product under different customer. What I'll do, I'll consolidate this data product wise by using pivot table. Okay, so that for the time being, right now I don't want to work on a repetitive value in the VLOOKUP. So what I'll do Control T or Control L, and then I'll just summarize with pivot table. Okay, once I get the pivot table, I'll click on product. Okay, and then I'll click on Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. Once I get this value, this is what I was telling you. So I got this sum, I got this sum, I got the sum. Okay, I got the sum quarter wise, quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four, product wise. I remove the customer for the time being. If you want customer, you can pick that. But for the time being, I don't want customers. So on this data, what I'll do, I'll remove the formula, Control C, Alt ESV. So I remove the formula. Now, so this is your product name. This is your product. This is your product name. This is your product name. Okay, so I'll select this Alt H B A Alt H B T. Okay. Alt H F C Alt H H. Fine. So give a border. So now what I can do, yesterday we have discussed already these things, right? Yesterday we have discussed, I can give a heading product name. I can give a heading called product. I can give a heading called product name. I can give a heading called product name. Okay, I can give a heading called product name. And then sum of water, whatever, sum of water. I select here product name that I can select by using Alt D L, that I can do by using by I can use data validation here, list, then source, and sum of water. Here again I can put data validation, Alt DL, list, okay. So this, by using data validation, I can select the product name, I can select which quarter is this, and I can find the value. So the value I can do that. Before I put the value, if I want, I can make sure that whatever product name I'm selecting here, so that will make whole data to get highlighted very properly. I can select this completely. Okay. Then what? Alt D. Okay, sorry. Alt H L N. Then use a formula. Then equal to. Go to the first cell. Remove the dollar sign of this, equal to this cell. Format. Fill. Press OK. Press OK. So now what I want the value. So I'll put equal to VLOOKUP. Yesterday we have done this. I'm trying to do revision for you people. We'll do equal to VLOOKUP. We'll do equal to VLOOKUP. Lookup value. This is the value what you're looking for, comma, table array, comma, to find the column number, match, lookup value, comma, lookup array, okay, comma 0, close bracket, comma 0, close bracket, enter. Anyone, any doubt? Clear everyone? Anyone, any doubt? A3 part. Yeah, I'll do that. So what you need to do, let me change the product name. You can see that whatever product name is change, that get highlighted. Okay, so you can see what you do here, Satish, equal to lookup value. This is your value, what you're looking for, comma, table array, select the complete table, control shift right arrow, down arrow, comma, it is asking you the column index number. Column index number, what is the column index number that we can manually put? So quarter one is which column? Second column. That we can put manually, but then how many values will we put manually? So we want to automate this. So for that you can use the function match. M-A-T-C-H, match. Lookup value. This is value what you're looking for, comma. Here from where you are selecting the value, you can select this, comma, 0, close bracket. This is the column index number, comma, 0, close bracket. You'll get the answer. Clear? Okay, so the same thing what you did VLOOKUP, like the same way you can use index function, guys. Like the same way you can use index function equal to index, open bracket, array. Array means select the complete data. Array, select the complete data, equal to index array. Array means it's multiple data, set of data what you have, that is array. Okay, comma, row number. What is your row number? So for row number, column number, you can use match command. Match. What is your row number? First lookup value. Lookup value is just comma, lookup array, from where you need to search the value. In this product name, search this value, comma, you just put 0, this, then your row number you got, then column number, match, lookup value, column wise, what value looking for, quarter one, comma, okay, so lookup array, this is your lookup array, comma, 0, close bracket, and again close everything. In the, anyone, any doubt? So once you get this, okay, so only thing guys, when we look up, you need to understand guys, let's suppose control shift enter. So this is your serial number. One, two. So just whatever formatting is there, I want to just do the same formatting here. So just select this cell, format filter, format painter, just put it here. Alt H B A, Alt H B T. Now see this, if you have this kind of scenario, now what I was wanted you to understand that if you're using VLOOKUP here, VLOOKUP, lookup value, use this value you're looking for, comma, table array, table array. So select this, comma, okay, match command, lookup value, this lookup array, comma 0, comma 0. So this, if you do like this, guys, you will get an error. If you do like this, you will get an error. You can try this, guys. If you do like this, you will get an error. So the reason of the error is that you will get what you call hash NA. So the reason for that error, what is the reason for that error? The reason for that error is that whenever you use VLOOKUP, okay, so whenever you are using VLOOKUP, the table array, what we do, the first column of the table array must be the column from where we are pulling the data. We are actually pulling the data from product name. I hope you understand me. So whenever you're selecting the data, guys, you have to make sure that your table array, the first column should be product name. If your first column is not product name, then you'll not get the answer. Understood everyone? Anyone, any doubt? Control function double VLOOKUP. I want to go to that tab where double VLOOKUP is there. Already, I believe I have sent you this worksheet. I believe everyone have this worksheet. If you don't have this worksheet, please write down this detail. So I want to get the double VLOOKUP. I want to try double VLOOKUP. Like this is the ID number. And from this ID number, I want to select I want to find out the profile. Okay, you have two table. You cannot select both of them together. Okay, don't select the table array both of them together. So you can select only one table at a time. Please don't select this. Then there's no double VLOOKUP. So whichever person ID number, if I change, I want to know the profile of that person. So you have two set of table. So from the table one, for this ID number, I'll find the name, and using name as a criteria to search, I'll go to table two, and then by using name, I'll try to identify the profile. Anyone, any doubt? So here we'll use double VLOOKUP. You can see this. If it's not visible properly, let me just delete this. See this? This is a function what I've used. Everyone, please try this. See this? Anyone have any doubt? Ask me. How to do that? From this ID numbers are given to me. From this ID number, I'll try to determine the name. And once I get the name, from name, I'll try to identify the profile. Clear, everyone? So I'll do that here. This is called double VLOOKUP. Equal to VLOOKUP. First, equal to VLOOKUP. This is my ID, comma, table array. I'll select this table, comma, column index number. Column index number is 2. I'll get the name, comma, range lookup 0. So with this, I'll get the name. Now I'll use that name as the lookup value in the table 2, from that I'll try to find a profile. I'll do equal to VLOOKUP. Okay, then this is my lookup value, comma, table array. This is my table, comma, the column index number. Column index number is 4 because profile is in fourth column, comma, 0. Then everyone, anyone, any doubt? Then everyone got the answer. Press enter. So far, we did double VLOOKUP. Okay, we did double VLOOKUP. So when we are talking about double VLOOKUP, we basically we worked like this scenario. We had double VLOOKUP. We had two tables. So here the ID number was there. From the ID number, I found out the name, and from name, I found the profile. Because from ID number, I wanted the profile. So that is what we did in double VLOOKUP. Now we'll go to the third scenario where we'll talk about triple VLOOKUP. This is triple VLOOKUP. So here we can see here we have three tables. Okay, and in first table we have employee ID name. In second table we have name phone number. From third table I have phone number city. So if I give you the ID number and if I ask you that ID number belong to which city, so what do you need to do? You have to use triple VLOOKUP. So from employee ID I'll find out the name. From name I'll find out the phone number, and from phone number I'll try to identify the city. So everyone, please construct these three tables and tell me the answer for this. Do it, everyone, fast. So how I can do this? I can apply VLOOKUP equal to VLOOKUP. Okay, so lookup value, what value I'm looking for, which is there in this cell. So E10, whatever is there in the E10. Okay, comma. Okay, so table array, what is your table array? This is your table array. Okay, comma. Lookup value, column index number 2, comma 0. I'll get this. So for this employee ID, I'll get the name. Then from the name, I want the phone number equal to VLOOKUP equal to VLOOKUP. So this is your lookup array, comma. Okay, this is your lookup value, comma, table array. This is your table array, comma 2. You want the phone number, comma 0. So from this, you'll get the phone number. From here, you'll get the phone number. Then now this phone number will be your lookup value. Now this phone number will be your lookup value. Okay, comma. Now this table array, your table array will be this. Okay, comma. Column index number will be 2, comma 0. You'll get this. Anyone, any doubt, any question, anyone? Anyone, any doubt? Anyone, any doubt? Done, everyone? So anyone, any doubt? Any doubt, guys? Everyone clear with this? So double VLOOKUP, triple VLOOKUP, everyone clear? So after this, like I'll show you this. If you see this table, okay, and from this table, I want to find this from the employee ID, guys. I want the city name. Can you do that? From this employee ID, you have to find the city name. Try this, everyone. From this employee ID, try to get the city name. Try this, everyone. Write down this question, everyone. In your Excel sheet, make this. Now make it in your Excel sheet, make this. Everyone, please try. In your Excel sheet, make this table. Guys, if you have noticed one thing, that here what you need to do, from this employee ID, you will find the name, right? From this employee ID, guys, you will find the name, and then from the name you have to find the phone number. Then from phone number you have to find the city, because I wanted for this employee ID, like for this employee ID, what is the city? So guys, I hope you know that in VLOOKUP you cannot go from right to left. In VLOOKUP, you can always go from left to right. So whenever we work on VLOOKUP, we cannot go from right to left. Okay, so how to do that? How we can do, guys, from VLOOKUP? So here you can use index command. So whenever you get stuck, you can use index command. So array means from where you want to pull the data. I want the phone number. This is your array, comma, row number. What is your row number? So your row number means the whatever you are looking for. So then you got the, no, here you got the name, right? So the name would be your row number. So for that you can use match command. You can use match command. And if you use match command, under match command, you have to find lookup value. So what is your lookup value? So your lookup value, here you can put VLOOKUP. Okay, VLOOKUP, whatever the employee ID is given, suppose this is employee ID, this lookup value, this table array, you can select this table, okay, comma 2, comma 0. So this would be in match command, this would be your lookup value. In match command, this will be your lookup value. In match command, this will be your lookup value. Okay, this match command, this will be your lookup value. Fine. So this will be your lookup value, comma. Okay, so this will be your lookup value. So this is your lookup value where you need to look this value. So where you need to look this value. So what you got, guys, from VLOOKUP, suppose for this employee ID you wanted the name, right? So you got the name, right? So that name would be your lookup value. So that name would be your lookup value. So I got match. Lookup value is this name. Fine. So where you look that value, I look that value in this column, comma 0. So this what this will do, this will give me 1 minute. So bracket, let me just see the bracket. Yeah. So, and then if I press enter, I'll get the phone number. I'll get the phone number. Once I get the phone number, so once I get here, what I'll do, I'll use VLOOKUP. So VLOOKUP, if I'm using, so from VLOOKUP, suppose this ID, I wanted the name, I got the name here, okay, then comma 0. So you equal to VLOOKUP, whatever is the lookup value, comma table array, you select that, comma 2, comma 0. You will get the name. Okay, so whatever the name you get, okay, whatever the name you will get, so that name will be your lookup value in the match function. This name will be your lookup value in the match function. If you use this match function, this is your lookup value, comma, this is your lookup value, okay, comma. So when you use match function, in match function, the first thing, it is lookup value. So in lookup value in match function, 1 minute, this will be lookup value in match function, correct? Yeah, this will be lookup value in match function. Lookup array. So this SEMA is the name. SEMA is in which row, this is the row, this is the column, comma 0. So this will give you the match value. So Seema is which one? Seema, you can see which column is that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once you get that number, so I'll use that number. I'll use that number to find the phone number. So for this, I'll use the index function because VLOOKUP cannot go from right to left. So I use here index function. So if I use here index function, then array, this will be your array. This will be your array, comma, and this will be your row number. And if you close bracket, you will get the phone number for this. And now this you'll use for the VLOOKUP value here. VLOOKUP. This will be your lookup value here, comma table array. Your table array will be this, okay, comma column number 2 and 0, comma 0. Close bracket, enter. You'll get this. Clear, everyone? See, just ask me if anyone have any doubt. So I believe, guys, you have understood this. So probably we'll end the current session. Next session, I will teach you how you can do reverse VLOOKUP. You can see in this scenario, we could not able to do reverse VLOOKUP. So we used here VLOOKUP and index function together. Wherever we cannot use VLOOKUP, we can use index function. Index function can go from left to right or right from to left. So that way index function is much more powerful than VLOOKUP. But by using choose option, we can even do the reverse VLOOKUP also. So I really suggest that whatever I have done so far in this class, you can go through this, and I'll see you all at 12 o'clock, and we'll continue a session at 12 o'clock. We'll start with our second session at 12 o'clock. So guys, I like to end the class. Okay, so I hope you have done whatever I have done so far for this class. We did VLOOKUP, we talked about index function, we talked about index and match function, VLOOKUP and match function, we talked about double VLOOKUP, we talked about triple VLOOKUP in this session. I hope you people like that session. So we'll take a quick break, so you can also freshen up, get prepared for the next session, and do practice. Already the data of VLOOKUP already being uploaded in the Google Drive, and the link has been sent to you. Please go through that, and I'll see you at 12 o'clock. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Till then, bye.